Welcome to the final session dealing with tests. In this session, we will look at how we can import test items that have been created in an Excel file. The first step is to create an Excel file with the questions. And we create this file with specific format, and we will see what that format is in a little bit. Next, we save the file as a tab delimited text file. Next, we upload the file to Blackboard using the Upload Questions option. Once we select Upload Questions, we can browse and select the file that we have saved. We can specify how many points we want to allocate to each question. And then we submit the file. And at that point, we need to check for error messages. Hopefully, there will not be any error messages. But if there are, we would need to go back to our file and fix the issues. Finally, once the test has been imported, we can edit it. So let's see how we do this. Here is an Excel file with test items that have been set up in a format that is compatible with Blackboard. In the first column, there are these codes. Each of these codes represents the type of question. So for example, this is multiple choice, this is multiple answer, true, false, short answer, fill in the blank, match the following, and a numeric response. In the next column, we have the questions. So this is the question that will be presented to the student. At this point, I want to note a couple of things. One is that in this question, notice that there is a return that has been inserted. And also notice that in this question, there is a comma after however. And so also in true-false question, we have commas. In the following columns, we have the option. So for example, in the multiple choice question, we have the first option and whether it is correct or incorrect. Second option, whether it is correct or incorrect. Third option, and then the fourth option. And so we have basically identified 4 options for this multiple choice question and also identified these options as correct or incorrect. Now moving on to multiple answers where more than one option is correct. Same process, the option, whether it is correct or incorrect, and then the next option, whether it's correct or incorrect, and so on. For the true-false question, we've identified that this is a false statement. The next one is a short answer, and so here we have provided a sample response. Following that is fill in the blank. Notice that I've put in 2 words here as accepted correct responses. Next comes match the following. If you can visualize it as the left column and the right column, this would be in the left column and this is the matching response in the right column. Here again, left column, matching response in the right column. And finally, the numeric question, where we have the question and the correct response to that question. Once I've set up the test, I need to save it. And so I would go to File and select Save As. And when we get the options, I would go to the file format and select Tab Delimited Text. And then click on Save. Before going to Blackboard to see how the test can be imported, let us see where you can find a reference for these codes. So if you were to go to help.blackboard.com and select instructor or teacher and then select college or university and then click on learn, which is the version of Blackboard we use at UVI. Scroll down, select test pools and surveys. And then again, if you scroll down, you want to look at how we reuse questions. From there, again, if you scroll down, you click on Upload Questions. And at this point, you will be able to see the key for the different types of questions you can upload, the code for that type of question, and the order in which the options need to be entered in the Excel file. So let's now go to Blackboard and see how we import the file. I'm now in my course, and in order to import that file into a test, I need to go to Course Tools, find Test Surveys and Pools, and then go to Tests. At this point, I'm going to set up a brand new test. Now here, we need to use the Upload Questions option. Browse, select the text file that we saved earlier, and then click on Open. And finally, Submit. As you notice, there are a couple of places where I received an error message. So let's go and see what happened. Let's go back to our Excel file. And remember that for question 1, I had indicated that there is a return that has been put into this question. And that is the question that did not get imported. The other thing that we had talked about was to notice that there is a comma right here in the multiple answer question and also in the true-false question. Notice that wherever there is a comma, Excel, when it saves the file as a text file, will put quotations around that statement. So what we will want to do is we can go in and edit the question here. Alternately, we can edit the text file and remove the quotation marks before uploading it. So let's fix this issue. I've just deleted the return that was in this question. I'm going to go through the same process of Save As, tab delimited text, save, replace the old file, and now go back to Blackboard. I'm going to delete all the questions so that we can start afresh. And now when I go to Upload File, click Browse and select the test and click Submit. I did not receive any error messages, and you may notice that the multiple choice question is right there. Now, something that I did not point out earlier was that we could have changed the point value associated with each of the questions during the process of uploading the question. It would have been done here. But once the questions have been uploaded, I can still go in and change the point value. I can also go in and edit the questions like I would normally. Now that the test has been set up, you can go into the content area and you can use the assessments option to deploy it.